Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Taco Tuesday again. I got something for the truck here, and I wanted to share it with you. So I want to show you my current setup. When I'm using the bed here, I've gotten these two containers. These are, I believe, 40-gallon. They work perfectly for how I have this set up. So if I have groceries or loose small items, I don't just put them in the bed so they roll around. I put them in these containers. Now, of course, the containers can roll around, but they've been pretty steady so far. What I have here is a flat bungee, and on the bungee I actually use a light bar. Alright, this is a Braun. I want to say this is a Harbor Freight find. Alright, fantastic little bar light. You know, obviously if you're working under the hood or something, but you know, I've been using this for a cargo area light. The problem is it's kind of janky. It's you know, it's not what it's supposed to be. I mean, it works okay, but also I've had the issue where when I slide these in and out, sometimes it slides too far, smacks into the light. So yeah, it's not the best setup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install what Toyota should have installed, some cargo lights. Now here's what's stupid, is there's a spot for cargo lights. There's actually supposed to be a harness in there as well. So it should be all set up for it. I just don't know why it didn't come with it. I mean, I got some aftermarket LED ones. I think the there is an OEM kit, but for as expensive as these trucks are, even a base model, why is that not included? I just don't get it. So anyway, long story short, this should be really straightforward. I have a 10 mil, which it always is. You have a bolt here, a bolt, I think it's the bottom bolt. That's just keeping the tail light in. Once I pull the tail light out, we're going to look at this a little further. I'm going to move this out of the way. We'll get it set up so you can see what I'm doing. I'll be back. Alright, so the very first thing I'm going to do is take off these caps. Okay, these are where the lights are going to go. Pretty sure they just pop off. Just like that. Alright, so you can see how the bottom has like a tab. Kind of like when you, you know, take the, I guess, cover off your remote control to change the batteries. So that's where these are going to sit. Alright, now I have to remove the tail light. Alright, so 2 bolts, 10 mil. Alright, one on top here. And one on the bottom. And the tail light, the whole housing should just pull right out. Alright, so there's one with a washer. Oh. Alright, this whole unit should pull right out. Top popped off. There we go. That sounds nasty, but everything looks like it's good to go. Alright, next part's pretty straightforward. You take the light itself and you put on the harness. Alright, there's only one side that actually should click in. Let's make sure I'm using my brain here. Okay, that clicked right on. And that's pretty much it, right? So now we're going to feed this through the hole that's there, and I'll get you a better camera angle and out where the taillight was. Alright, so now I'm just feeding it through the hole, and there's actually a cutout in here. So reach in there, I could probably feel that. Oh, there it is right there. Pull that through. Alright, so now we have that sticking through. Alright, so now we can snap this in place. And again, the 2 little tabs on top here go into the top of this hole. Alright, the bottom should snap right in. There we go, nice and snug. Alright, so all this stuff here is pretty plug and play. Alright, get some light in there. If you could see, this is the harness obviously that we just put in. And there's the piece, this is like a cover. So we're going to take that cover off. Alright, and then we're going to snap this onto that cover. And then this little plastic piece here is actually going to snap into that hole to keep everything nice and secure. Alright, so I'm going to do this off camera. because instead of worrying about angles, I don't want to break any plastic. Sometimes these little, you know, harness things, you know, you could force it like a monkey and kind of snap tabs off. You don't want to do that. So I'm going to focus very clearly on this, and I'll get back to you when it's all set up. All right, so that was actually pretty straightforward. Let me get some light on here for you. So you can see the harness, the new harness, is the one, or the cord that's on top. All right, and everything just snugs up. It actually snaps into that, you know, back part of the, I don't know, the bed, I guess you'd call it. And there's a little plastic tab on top there. That keeps everything nice and snug and out of the way. So that was literally it. So before we put the, you know, tail light back on, let's go ahead and see if this works. I'll be back. All right, so inside the truck here, I have my cargo light button. So it's in the off position. There's the center position, which is when the door opens, your cargo light comes on, or just the on position, of course, to keep it on constant. Oh, it is on. How about that? Pretty cool. Obviously, it's daytime, so I can't really tell how well that's illuminating the cargo area. We're going to go ahead and install the other side here, which is identical, and then I'll come back out at night and check it out and see what it looks like. But so far, that was, like I said, plug and play. You don't have to be a mechanic to do that. I don't know why Toyota didn't do this on every single Tacoma right out of the factory. This was a $26 set of lights on Amazon. So that's being cheap, but hey, at least it's easy to do. So I'm going to go ahead and put the tail light back on and then do this on the other side. And then I'll see you guys later when it's nighttime. All right, so all done. I got the cover back on. You can see both of these lights do work. It's functional. So everything looks good. I just have to wait until night and see, you know, how much light it's actually providing. But even during the day, it looks pretty darn bright. I don't know how these would compare to the OEM kit. But again, can't stress enough, Toyota, why don't you just include this with your very expensive trucks? I don't know, but definitely a modification must, in my opinion. All right, so it's nighttime and the lights are illuminating as they should. I'm very happy with the outcome here. I took out both of those tubs just so you can get a better view. Right now, the cover there, which, by the way, I call it a tonneau cover. Some people say tonneau, whatever. You know what I'm saying. It's a bed cover, right? So you can see the third brake light. That cargo light is illuminating over the top, right? And obviously the cover is open. This is just adding so much extra light. It really is very purposeful. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to. They're super bright. I don't know if you could tell from the video. Looking through the viewfinder, they look exactly the same shade. In person, I would say that these aftermarket ones have a slightly cooler or bluish tint. It's ever so slight, but I feel like the ones that came stock on the truck up there, the OEM ones, are more of a pure white. Very, very, you know, slight difference, but I'm assuming that if you got the stock Toyota kit cargo lights, it would probably be literally the exact same thing. But I'm very happy for 26 bucks. It is awesome. Let me go ahead and shut this cover here so you can see what it looks like that. All right. So if the cover was shut, obviously the third brake light's not gonna, or the cargo brake lights aren't gonna help. Let me let the camera focus for a second here. But yeah, I mean, it illuminates the inside very well on both sides. The only thing is, because of these pillars here, obviously we get a natural shadow, you know, on the tailgate. So I suppose if you put something on the corner of your tailgate, it would still be in the dark, so to speak. But, you know, I can still clearly see everything. But yeah, super happy with these. 26 bucks, all of about, I don't know, it probably literally took 5 to 10 minutes on each side. So I'm gonna say a 20-25 minute install. That gives you 5 minutes to go find your tools. All you needed was a 10mm socket and a wrench. You know, I did use a screwdriver to pop out the little tab. I don't even know if that's super necessary. But now all the bugs are they're starting to discover this. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut these off and call it a night. But yeah, I'm super happy with the results there. So big thumbs up, highly recommend. And the timing's perfect because it's just starting to rain right now. We're supposed to get a huge storm tonight. So I'm done. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.